Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Achilles Financial, and today I want to talk about Google as they announced earnings after the close. What I have here on the screen is Alphabet Inc., also known as the parent company of Google, and we have they trade on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol GOOGL. They also have another configuration of their shares under the ticker symbol GOOG. What I want to talk about today is, as you can see, they flew up in the post market right now, currently up nearly $250 on top of today's nearly $50 gain. So what have they announced that they are looking at in terms of a nearly $300 increase in price, which is absolutely dominant in terms of overall performance this calendar year. So you can see right here that we are currently looking at a daily chart from the beginning of the year, and at one point they were higher than $2,900. If you look at the yearly chart, you can see that they actually touched 3,000 multiple times and they were never able to really break higher than that. Well, right now, post-market, they are appearing almost at $3,000, and I expect that they could open up higher than $3,000 tomorrow, depending on overall market conditions. You can see the why is it moving right here is probably the biggest news. They announced that the company is going to be doing a 20-for-1 stock split. So what that means is that right now, if you go into the summary for the company, you can see that they currently have 663, or we'll call it 664 million shares outstanding, which is important to note because the company has been buying back shares at a rampant pace, with current shares down more than 10 million from where they were a year ago, further adding to the shareholder value that they are continuing to provide. This company is making money hand over fist. It's truly impressive. What we're looking at here with these results is that they are going to be splitting those 664 million shares into a multiple of 20. So we are going to see billions and billions of shares flood the market at a much lower price. So what does that mean in terms of the overall stock? We've actually seen multiple times now that whenever a company has more shares that are, or they do a stock split, that due to the lower price, retail investors tend to pile on. And I anticipate that there's going to be a lot of algo trading where a lot of individuals are going to be piling on as well. So right now you're going to see the current price based off of that $3,000 mark that I'll use here. I would expect that means that when that stock split occurs, you're going to see the total price be around $150 a share. So this is going to be huge for the company going forward. However, that is not all. Let's take a look at some of those operating results going forward. So you can see here that the company is releasing for those 2021 numbers that they had $75 billion of sales, and that is up 32% year over year, which is just absolutely insane. I want to showcase some of those numbers that you can see here in terms of year over year, as well as quarter over, or the 3 months, as well as the full year numbers. So you can see the company went from $182 billion in total revenue to 257, we'll call it $58 billion in revenue last year. That is unbelievable, the amount of growth that they saw over such a short period of time. Not only that, but these are the numbers, this operating income that you see here, and then the net income down below. This is after significant spending in research and development, as well as compensation packages and a number of other factors. The company is making money hand over fist. They're making so much that they actually are going to claim $76 billion in net income in 2021, which again is after taxes and other expenses. So the company is just making crazy amounts of money, and they're definitely providing that to their shareholders. It's important to note that some of the crazy growth you can see here, again, year over year, this is just at the quarter. YouTube up just year over year for the 3 months ended in December 31st. You can see a 30% increase, or nearly 30% increase in YouTube advertising. Google advertising is up significantly overall from Google Search and Google Network. However, the cloud network is another area where they are rapidly growing. Speaking of YouTube ads, if you received an ad on the video today, thank you for watching that. And if you find content like this helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me to grow the channel. It's greatly appreciated. The last thing that I want to highlight when we're talking about some of the items associated with a company is the number of employees. Google is currently employing more than 155,000 individuals, which is absolutely insane. Many of those individuals reside here in the United States and are paying United States taxes, and these are not low-income individuals. So it's super beneficial that the company continues to develop their employees here in the United States, and they continue to pay an absolute ton of taxes. So you can see that in terms of total income from operations, they are continuing to grow at a significant rate, more than 30% right here. So we're going to see a number of ways that they are going to be giving a lot of money back. So you can see a number of different items in terms of how they are changing this and what we can expect going forward. Right now, though, I want to highlight that they had more than $3 per basic share and $2 per diluted share in terms of a total increase in net income. So that's not the EPS section right there. That is purely the increase. So it'll be interesting to note that going forward and how well the company is going to perform under or as they continue to have more than $100 of earnings per share this calendar year. That will be split going forward. As you can see, that we're going to have a split, that 20-for-1 that is announced here, as well as the fact that they are going to be doing a dividend of 19 additional shares as the same class of stock for every share held by such stockholder as of the record date. So you can see a number of those items right here, and when that closes, you're going to see a special dividend as well as a stock split. So a lot of this information is great. There is a lot of info further developing here, mostly associated with the financial statements. I will drop this link in the description down below so that you can check it out and have the opportunity to review it. Personally, I've really been focused on the income statements because this growth is just absolutely insane. But again, the last thing that I'll highlight is you can see the earnings per share, $114 a share right here, earnings this calendar year. A lot of that being driven by purchasing back their stock as well as just making money hand over fist. So if you find this content helpful, please let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a comment. And if you find it helpful as well, feel free to hit that like button. So if you want to talk stocks, check out the description. We've got a Discord where we talk about this and trading ideas. So appreciate your time today. Talk to you later.